Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today, I will be reading a multi-character extrader by Ground Toto on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Baku Katsuki. We all know that Katsuki cares. He cares about you so much. Even if he almost never shows it, he tries to hide it to the best of his ability, not wanting to seem weak and vulnerable. And even then, it still shows in his actions. So when you do start dating, he would secretly learn about your habits and stuff. He wanted to know everything about you. He would spend a lot of time observing you because he cared about you and he wanted to be the best for you, whether he admitted it or not. And that includes him finding out how you have such low self-esteem. It was an unpleasant truth that he once came to face. Katsuki never saw a single problem with you. In his eyes, you were perfect. Even your flaws were. There was nothing wrong with you at all. Because you were his partner, and he would only choose the best. Katsuki was not the most humble boyfriend out there. So, he would try to boost your self-esteem in his own very bad ways. It would start with glaring at anyone who would look at you differently. And if looks could kill, they would already be dead. Katsuki was extremely protective of you. And if anyone had their thoughts, they had better keep them to themselves. Because he wouldn't like what would happen otherwise. It would be very unpleasant. Then, he would mumble out compliments to you. Shyly, secretly. You look good as always, dumbass. Sorry, Katsuki. I couldn't hear that. I said nothing. He loves you. He loves you to the moon and back. And he would do everything to show it. At least within his own limits. And he does try to improve. He really does. And you could even see it in the future. When he would say it out loud in front of everyone. Because boasting about you really showed how much amazing taste he has. That's what he told himself. It was a good excuse. It made it seem less vulnerable and more of a good thing job. In private, when you two would be having study dates in his room, he would always compliment you and give you kisses. Whenever you would answer correctly, it was the most adorable thing ever. And later on, the supposedly study date became into a makeout session when he finished one of his short quizzes. He would pull you into his lap by grabbing you by the waist, but he stopped him right before. I was confused on why you stopped him, but he just tells you, if you're insecure about yourself, then stop it already. You're fine just the way you are, and I don't want to hear any buts. Got it, dumbass? You were surprised when you heard him say that. The fact that you even focused enough to find out. You were about to say something when he got your lips with his in a rough kiss. Didn't you understand what I said? I don't want to hear you saying anything bad about yourself. And if you do, I'll just have to prove you wrong. And Katsuki did just that. Todoroki Shoto. This boy is dense. Todoroki is not the most knowledgeable in relationships. And it was also his first time doing something like this. So he was going to be slow about it. He doesn't really know what it's like either. What to do, what to look for, what he should notice in a partner, and how to interact with people generally. He was even getting his first try at getting friends. So it was obvious that it was going to be very hard for him to adjust. But for you, he really did try his best. He would read many books about dating, talk to the girls and ask them what they would like in a partner. He was really working hard, and you should appreciate it. He would compliment you every day, hold your hand, kiss your cheek, buy you gifts once a week, help you with sitting. text you good morning and good night texts. He was the best boy. And most importantly, he brings you on sober dates. He does not notice the signs that you have low self-esteem until one of your close friends told him about it. He would definitely want to talk to you about it when the two of you are finally somewhere private, like him visiting your room and talking to you there. He would start with asking if there was anything wrong, wanting you to tell him yourself, and wanted to force it out of you. When you deny the fact that something was wrong, he decides to just hold you in his arms to make you feel safe. Since that, what his mother would do to him. Do you want me to hold you? He would ask with his arms open. You hesitantly nodded and rested your head against his chest, curled up against him on the bed, while you had your arms on your stomach, so you wouldn't happen to see the outline of it through your shirt. The two of you stayed like that for a while, and Todoroki decided to give you a kiss saying that everything's okay, and that he would protect you from anything. One kiss turned into two, turned into three. He made you sit in his lap to kiss you properly, and suddenly, you forgot to count until he moved you around, but then you thought if you did that, he would feel your stomach, and maybe that would turn him off, and he noticed how you froze in place with your hands on your stomach. His first thought was that you might have a tummy ache. Does your stomach hurt, love? Do you need to go to a doctor? You tell him that you're fine, and give him a big smile. But Todoroki knows better than that, so he tries to place his hand on your stomach, but failed when you swatted it away. He asks again, is there something wrong with your stomach, love? When you didn't answer and looked away, he stole your lips with a quick kiss. He would look at you intensely until you would tell him what was wrong. It's just, I'm insecure about my stomach, you managed to say, and you would be so surprised with that answer. But then, he would pull you into a tight hug. You don't have to be insecure about it, love. I love you, and everything about you. He would hold you close and try to talk it out with you until you would finally feel better. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.